Hey, it's Ramsey Dewey over here in Shanghai, China. Welcome to another edition of fantastic fictional fight scenes, where I will review fantastic fictional fight scenes from a mixed martial arts perspective. If you're not familiar with this channel, I'm a professional mixed martial arts coach and fight commentator for Kunlun Fight Combat League here in the PRC. So today we're going to watch one of my favorite fight scenes from Daredevil, the Netflix TV show, and I was so very pleasantly surprised with this because I had essentially fallen out of love with fight choreography because of so many ridiculous TV tropes that have gone into it, and how when you know how to fight and you see ridiculous fight scenes on TV that just don't work out the way they would in real life for no good reason, it's just not fun anymore. I mean, it's one thing when you have, super-powered beings like punching each other through walls or whatever. Yeah, that's fun. But when you break the rules of reality, when it's supposed to be a reality-based fight, then that's problematic for me. So, Daredevil is a superhero, but one thing that's really cool about him is that he's one of those lower-tier, street-level type of superheroes. So compared to other heroes like, Spider-Man, he doesn't have that level of strength or dexterity. He doesn't have those types of superpowers. In fact, he has a disability. He's blind. And what I love about the way Stan Lee wrote the Daredevil character, and the reason why he developed him, is because he wanted to reach out to kids who had disabilities, kids who had problems, kids who felt trapped in their lot in life, and show them, hey, you can aspire for more. And that's such a powerful message. So, myself, I'm partially blind in one eye. It's something I've been dealing with for a while now. And yeah, man, so Daredevil has resonated with me very deeply for a very, very long time. Love the character, love the way he's written. So even though he's not one of the big, powerful characters in the Marvel universe, he's one of those who is universally respected by the good guys and the bad guys on the streets of New York in the Marvel comics. Like even characters like Spider-Man, who, on paper should be able to absolutely tool Daredevil, he has absolute respect for this guy, his abilities, his disabilities as well, which a lot of them don't even know about. Anyway, I'm rambling for a bit here. So one thing that's interesting about the Daredevil TV show is that they didn't really explain his powers with words. They didn't say, okay, Daredevil can do this and this and this and this. They showed you. It was a show, not tell type of program. And I love that. So this is the infamous hallway fight scene from season 1 that was done in one take. And this is really cool because it's a very seamless mix of the actor Charlie Cox and the stunt double, since they had the mask, which is something that the Iron Fist show totally should have done, since in that show Iron Fist did not wear a mask, and his comic book counterpart totally does wear a mask, so they could have and should have gone there with the show. But I digress. Let's get back to Daredevil, to this awesome fictional fight scene in the hallway. Here we go! Daredevil walks out. He's wearing a bandana around his eyes. He's got his hands taped up. Sorry, not taped up. Tied up with ropes. Like old school Muay Boran, Thai martial art, where they would tie ropes around their hands. You can still see like old school gloveless fights in Thailand with the hands roped up like that. Anyway, he's creeping down the hall. He's got his hand on the wall. He's feeling for vibrations. Again, they don't explain that, but they show it. He's feeling for vibrations because he doesn't see things. He feels them. He hears them. He senses them. Busts into this room. Starts hitting some guys here. We hear the sound effects, and this is clever editing where they're able to, save a little bit on fight choreography by implying it rather than showing it. They break through the door. Some fantastic stunt work right here. Oh, that guy just takes a desk to the head. Daredevil comes out there. He's got his billy club. They're shooting. He's using his opponents as human shields. Throws him to the floor. Takes the weapon away. nice editing right there where they're able to kind of cheat a little bit, but it still looks super cool where they switch the angle. Daredevil's down on the floor. One thing that's really interesting about this is Daredevil is the polar opposite of a Mary Sue, especially in this show. I mean, he takes damage, he's getting hit, and he gets fatigued, and you see it. Like, he's sliding down the wall. I'm tired, I'm hurt. I mean, he's had a bunch of fights, taken a bunch of damage before this scene. And it's showing. One thing I hate about fight scenes is where a guy gets shot like 15 times and stabbed and beaten up, and he's still going strong, fighting fresh as a daisy at the big final fight at the end of the show. Instead of, oh, nice jumping, spinning back kick right there. It's a fun move. Ducks the punch. Rebounds off the wall with a Superman punch. And again, you see the fatigue. You see the human character of this superhuman tornado kick right there. Bad guys grab him, start pulling him, he breaks free. And he's not a perfect hero. He's a flawed hero in so many ways. You know, both physically and in every other way. And the show doesn't hold back on that, which I love, just like the comic book doesn't hold back on that. It shows the nitty-gritty, dark reality of this guy who has problems, who has issues. So he's down on the floor. The other guy's getting back up. And again, anybody can fight when they're fresh. Anybody can fight from their fresh. Famous words from Billy Blanks, the founder of Taibo. Love that guy. But not everybody can fight when they're fatigued, so we see fatigue happening with that final punch. Daredevil goes flying through the door. Beautiful, beautiful one-take fight scene right there. I love it. Love that show. I wish it didn't get canceled. So, yeah, that's it. So as I mentioned before, dislocated shoulder today, so I'm not going to try that out in the gym because I do not have superhuman regenerative powers like Daredevil or Wolverine or Spider-Man or those other Marvel Comics characters. Take that as you will. Thank you for watching. Now get out there and train.